Hello, everyone. Time with Richard Toney Jr. He's transferring to TCU from Nevada. He plays defensive back, so thanks for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, anytime. I'll start with my first question. How did you feel before your first college start?
Um, so I was just anxious, really ready to just finally get my college career started and things like that and get my name out there. So I was pretty much just ready, and then it was week one versus USC. So it was a good challenge on my hand to be going against, the Heisman quarterback and things like that. So then you had a good group of receivers there and things like that. So I was just really, really ready to, see what all of that was about.
Yeah, so you're excited and you got to do it against one of the best offenses in the country, like you said, Heisman
Yeah.
quarterback, and then guys like Brendan Rice, Mario Williams. So definitely a good
Oh
experience.
gosh.
This season, you had two pick sixes. What's your technique with finding ways to make the interception?
Really just knowing my keys and trusting them. Trusting my guys that they gonna do everything, letting the front seven eat, and then just me standing in the post and not letting the quarterback read me off and things like that. Just having good IQ back there, being smart and then tracking the ball when it's in the air.
Yeah, so just trusting your guys on defense that they'll do your job and then not letting the quarterback look you off and make it
Yeah,
somewhere else, and then you don't bite and then you make that pick six.
yeah.
Was it harder to like do stuff against Caleb Williams, or how was he like trying to lick you off?
So yeah, they had a pretty decent O line and things like that, and it was really hard to get any reads on him because he scrambles a lot. He's not just like just sitting in the pocket. He's more, mobile and things like that. He move around more. So, and they also their receivers like they do a lot of we had to work a lot of plastering with them because they run like two and three routes in one play. They'll be on this side of the field and they'll run over there. So you pretty much got to just cover that best as you can and try to get Caleb down, as fast as we can on the ground before he gets to scrambling around and make things happen with his feet.
Yeah, so it's harder because, like you said, he's always scrambling, extending the
Yeah,
plays, and then that's crazy that they run like two or three routes on the same play.
yeah, and that we did a lot of rotating that game because you know when you're doing all that, they also bring in a lot of receivers and they had a lot of depth at receivers, so they can afford to do that and then bring another guy in and do the same thing, and it's just yeah. So it's like 7-on-7 all day with them,
Yeah,
especially whenever that front they not getting back there and they not putting no pressure on him, so he just got all day back there.
yeah, I can't let him just, got to be able to pressure him so that he doesn't have all day to look.
Yeah, yeah, most definitely.
What was your biggest learning experience at Nevada?
Um, I would say just my habits, just with school, consistently going to class, doing the right things, studying on and off the field, and then just being patient and just wait my turn. I had a really good safety that was in front of me. My redshirt freshman year, his name was Bentley Sanders. He was on the Thorpe watch list and things like that. And at the time, it was really hard for me to understand what was going on, why I wasn't playing as much as I wanted to, and be in the rotation. But I just trusted it and stuff, and I always listened to my coach, just staying patient, wait my turn, and just learning as much as I can from a guy like that, and it helped me out in the long run.
Yeah, so it's difficult at first, like not getting all the playing time. It's like, always playing
Yeah,
like high school before that. But you're able to turn it into learning from him and experiencing them for when you got on the field, you had some experience from him, and then you're able to ball out. And then like you said, learning to balance like the school and the football, because it's a lot more in college.
it's a lot more, so you got to really find a way to just you got to really find how to work with your schedule and get things done within your schedule and stuff like that. So you got to use your time wisely.
Yeah, you can't be like procrastinating or anything.
Procrastinate, yeah.
What made you decide to transfer to TCU?
So it was just because it was home for me. It was home for me for one, and then I always watched TCU growing up and stuff like that. And then also they was just in a national championship the year before last. So and I have aspirations of doing things like that. So I knew that they had a lot of things that interest me there, and I know what it looks like to get to where I want to get, and I want to be a part of something special like that. And I want to be a part of, getting them back to the national championship and things like that. Also, my head coach from Nevada, right before I found out that I wanted to go there and I had committed, a little bit after that, he had got the job there. They told me, we bringing in Coach Wilson and things like that. So I was like, okay, like that just made my decision that much more easier. Like, let's do it.
Yeah, so it had everything, like you said, you grew up watching them, so you get to be close to home, and like you said, play on the biggest stage possible, the national championship, so you can get to play on that and help them get back to that level. And
Mhm.
then already having a coach from Nevada, that helps a lot because, you're familiar with him, he knows you, and so it helps.
Yeah, it helps a lot just with familiar faces around the facility.
What aspects of your game do you think you'll be able to grow at TCU?
Just learning. Because another thing that I realize is, it's okay to not always be the smartest in the room, and whenever you keep getting around, different people, it's always going to be some things that you could take from their game or their knowledge and pick their brain apart and just absorb everything like a sponge. So just really just learning better in my IQ, my football awareness so I could dissect plays faster. And then just like a few things that I could help with going against good receivers every day in practice to help my man cover skills better, my feet. Um, then going against good backs and stuff like that will help with my tackling and my tracking the ball down and just being able to be more physical and finding ways to get the ball out so I can create turnovers and takeaways.
Yeah, so just learning more, because like you said, it's okay to not have to know everything in the room. Like, so you can learn something from others who have had different experiences, and then playing great receivers in practice, and those running backs, those Big 12 running backs are always good. So I
Mm-hmm.
hope you track the ball and make open field tackles.
Yeah, we all could learn something from each other, and that's the thing. That's the beauty of college football. Especially going into like new programs. This whole thing with the portal is you get around different group of guys, y'all grow together, and then y'all learn things from each other and stuff like that. So I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, like you guys have all played different conferences, different teams, and like you played against a Heisman quarterbacks. You bring that experience to the table. Other guys have played against other quarterbacks, and so you just all help each other out.
Help each other, and then you put everything together, and it's a real beautiful thing.
When will you be arriving at TCU?
So I've already arrived there. I got there like last weekend, probably last Sunday, and I started working out. We all started working out with the team probably Tuesday. And I've been going to class and things like that, doing workouts and things like that.
So you've already kind of gotten into the swing of things at TCU.
Yeah, just getting, acclimated to everything, the everyday schedule, things like that, how they operate, meetings, things like that.
Yeah, is it a lot different than Nevada?
Uh it's pretty much a lot similar. It's just a few tweaks and few things that they do a little bit differently, but like, you know, workout wise and like things like that. I would say the only thing is probably different is like their school. They don't really do online classes for undergraduates and things like that. So all my classes are in person now. Whereas in Nevada, each year I had about two classes online and then like two in person. But as far as like the workouts and stuff, it's pretty much similar. I would just say they take care of you better, like nutrition wise, and just the resources that everyone has here to access, like the recovery part to put your body back together, and the food to like fuel you up after your workouts and during your workouts and things like that.
So they have like more of the like help you keep your body healthy throughout the season and
Yeah,
longevity.
yeah, that's important.
Yeah, very important. It's a long season and all the contact and everything. So you want to make sure that you're healthy every Saturday.
Yeah.
What do you think it'll be like getting to face Big 12 teams and play against the top teams?
I think it would be pretty cool. Coming from Nevada, I done played a lot of the top teams that was in the top 25 at one point in time. My redshirt freshman year, I played against Iowa. Who else did we play? I played against Kansas, USC. Fresno is always a good team. Boise, think teams like that. They always stumble across the top 25. So, but it'll be pretty cool. Seeing some new faces every week, guarding some new receivers in a new conference and things like that.
Yeah, it'll be cool. Every week, always got a good team on your hands. And then, like you said, the new receivers, and they like to throw it a lot in the Big 12. So you get
They do, yeah.
a lot of experience. What role do you think you'll have with TCU this upcoming season?
Um, just a guy that can come in and immediately help in the back end, and not only in the back end, just the whole defense, and just being a leader vocally on and off the field, teaching them everything I know, learning more things. Again, playing that free safety and nickel spot, and then just teaching these guys the defense because I already know it, because a lot of these coaches that are here, they was at Oregon together, and we ran the same defense at Nevada, the 4-2-5. And so I know the schemes and stuff like that and all the techniques within it. So just being that guy in the room that can help everybody and things like that. And yeah.
Yeah, so not only just making an impact at free safety and nickel, but helping the whole defense because you know the scheme and you've had experience at the college level, so you can help some of the younger guys out too.
Yeah.
What are you most looking forward to at TCU?
Um, just getting back to that national championship, man. I'm really excited, and I'm really stoked to be a part of something like this, and just knowing that this team was just in one the year before last, it just makes it almost that much better to know that like it's something that's really reachable and a goal that we can really go get because they've done it before. And we just got to get back to all those things that they done, that year, and just do it even better this year so we could get to back to where they want to be too.
Yeah, so just getting back because they have the experience, they've done it before, so you know it's achievable there and that you can do it. So just helping them get back there and make an impact, hopefully winning it all.
Yeah.
And this year too, it'll be different with the 12 teams, right? And the play.
Yeah. So, and I mean, when they did it, it was only four. Now it's 12. So that's even easier. It's even easier to get in the top 12 than it is top four at all the college football teams in FBS.
Yeah, because you almost have to basically be like perfect, so
Perfect to
undefeated.
make top. Yeah, you do. You do.
Because I mean, like we saw like Florida State being undefeated, still didn't make it, but now with
That
12 teams.
that was crazy. That was crazy. And if they would have had the 12 teams this year, that playoff that playoff tree would have looked a lot different. It probably would have shook out a lot different. I'm really excited to see that next year. I wish they would have been done this, but I'm excited that they finally changed the rules of it.
Yeah, me too. Because there's been a lot of great teams. Like you don't know how they would match up against some of the other teams in there. And
They just don't get that opportunity and chance. I feel like honestly, like Georgia would have also been like a good team to have in the playoffs this year. I feel like if they was in it, who's to say that they wouldn't have won the whole thing? It's
yeah,
crazy because it's just crazy because with 4 teams you can only do so much.
yeah, I agree. Because I mean, like yeah, they lost to Alabama, but that was one game. Alabama was,
Yeah,
but and who knows? It could have been different the second time. It could have, Georgia still is a great team. So
yeah, they do.
how would you describe yourself off the field?
Off the field, I would describe myself as a guy that really leads by example. I'm gonna do the right things, you know, when nobody's around, when nobody's looking and things like that. And just a good guy to look up to for younger guys. A dude that got a pretty good work ethic and stuff like that, and just um continuing to just study off the field and film and just things like that to make you a better football player.
Yeah, so I got a role model doing, I tried to show the younger guys, younger people, what to do, and like the worth ethic, showing that, you work hard for your position every day and you don't stop working.
Yes, sir.
Then the last question I have is for fun. You get to take any three NFL players to dinner. They could be past or present. Who are you taking?
Mm, Tom Brady. Um, One of my favorite receivers of all times, Julio Jones. And then let me get a safety in here. I'm gonna go with Tyrann Matthew.
Honey Badger.
Yeah, I like him.
Yeah, you can learn a lot. He has a Super Bowl, and then like you got the best quarterback of all time, Tom Brady, 7 Super Bowls, and then Julio, he's a beast.
Yeah, Julio. Yeah, I love watching him because I used to play receiver early on in high school, freshman and sophomore year, and I always used to watch his highlights and look up to him. And yeah, I really like watching Julio Jones. I feel like he's kind of slept on.
Yeah, he is. He was great. Like with the Falcons, he was crazy.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah, that'd be a good game for sure. All got experience. They all played in the Super Bowl, every single one of them.
Yeah. Yeah, they have.
But yeah, that'd be a great game for sure. All right, thank you for taking the time to join me today.
Thank you so much for having me, man.
Yeah, anytime. Thank you.